What's going on, everyone? Yes, I know. I need a haircut again. Going up next month after the fun boats. I get trim up and then get twisted, But I know I'm waiting on this. Dangerville. Okay, let's gonna put my hair for now. Dangerville came out with a new video a couple of days ago. Titled "The Biggest Godzilla Kong Fully News in a Long Time." If you know, you know. But it's Kobe Bagel and what's to say Space Godzilla might be the villain for the second/third film.
Hey residents, welcome to Dangerville. This is Jacob. Sorry if my audio is a little rough in this video. I'm in the middle of moving some things around and I haven't quite got my setup figured out yet, but such is life, let's keep it rolling anyway. So Godzilla news has been really quiet lately, but we just had a handful of epic announcements that we're going to cover in this episode of Atomic News. So let's start off with the biggest bang. Dr. Grant is coming to the Monsterverse. Yep, the one and only Sam Neill, the iconic actor from Jurassic Park, and so much more has joined the cast for the upcoming
one of the best things we got.
He is easily the biggest acting name attached to a blockbuster Monsterverse production since Skull Island, I think, and more importantly, he is an actor who in general fits so dang well into this universe. We already know he can handle big scary things trying to eat him while he delivers a performance that feels real and like this guy could actually exist in real life, which I hope the writing captures with him in this upcoming movie and they don't just turn it into a big joke or a cameo or something. Now, there's no information on what role his character will play, but Alistair and I are leaning towards him being the father of the two main lead characters. But that's purely speculation based on what little we know of the upcoming movie. And it's cool because he's a big enough name in Hollywood to generate a reaction from the fans of his work. They're all gonna be like, the guy from Jurassic Park is in the new Godzilla and Kong movie sort of remarks, I'm sure. But he's not famous enough to where the entirety of the production has to cater to him. And overall, this whole thing kind of gives me similar vibes to the Kurt Russell deal with the Monarch series. At the end of the day, this is the most exciting casting that's happened with the Monsterverse franchise since, like I said, Kong Skull Island. And I really do hope it means we're going towards a more serious human element to this story. We also have Alicia Debnam Carey, an Australian actress you might not know of. She's possibly most well known for her role in Fear the Walking Dead, which I watched a good bit of that. And for all of you who aren't familiar with her acting prowess, I think she does good and has more than enough range to do anything the script asks of her, I think. So look forward to seeing her and Sam Neill in the upcoming Monsterverse movie. But what about Toho? What have they been up to in the wake of Godzilla -1? Behind the scenes, a lot it seems. First off, it's all but been confirmed that their next Godzilla live-action film will be a direct sequel to -1. We all expected this since the movie ended in a cliffhanger,
That's a
but in
-2.
the past, that didn't stop completely. It might be
title -2.
But when your Godzilla movie wins an Oscar and the praise of the larger cinema world, it's probably for the best that you don't steer away from what's working. Once again, here the plot is more secret than government information for some reason, something that continues to baffle me with these kaiju movies, where we kind of know what's going to happen regardless, but hey, even as a YouTuber, I hate when these movies are spoiled for me, so it is what it is. So we got Sam Neill, a direct follow-up to Godzilla -1. Both of these are amazing things for the big monster movie world, but what about video games? In the upcoming years, Toho has a massive investment plan, and it includes allegedly mainstream Godzilla console video games. They've put a ton of money into specifically console and PC game creation. This is separate from the mobile game division, which they also intend to invest more in, but for the first time really in decades, Godzilla is set to get real video games again. Nothing against the studios who have made these smaller indie and mobile games, but I think I speak for most of us when I say, about Godzilla damn time. I don't want to play mobile games. I can't stare at that tiny screen. Give me a fighting game. Of course, this doesn't mean we're going to finally get a modern-day Godzilla melee game, but unless they really don't read the room and care about what their fans want, I can't see them not making a fighting game their priority. Make it accessible to everyone and a good game, and it's got a real chance of being a hit. Fighting games are simple and probably even more simple in the Godzilla world. Big monster versus big monster fight. Let's hope that's what's in store for us here. And it's not just video games. It's reported
And
that
like,
Toho is sinking nearly $1 billion into this new push over the remainder of this
I was
decade,
playing
with
him.
Godzilla getting over $100 million of investments alone, which I'm not sure if that is including the video games or not, because, well, that wouldn't be all that much to make a movie, games, new merchandise, theme parks, and everything else that it said they're investing in. Still, I'm optimistic that we're finally going to be getting a healthy flow of diverse Godzilla content, which is something we haven't really
On
seen since the
God.
early 2000s. Oh, and by the way, here's Godzilla in a Hulk form, if you ever wanted to see that. In the new comic
That's
series that has
terrifying.
Godzilla once again facing off against the Marvel Universe, it's been revealed that Godzilla will smash. The G-Man's already destructive enough, and I can't wait to see him become even more insane.
Smash the
Comic
wall,
or not,
smash
this is
Martha.
kick-ass.
What kind of smash?
So hopefully more people can embrace content outside of the movies, so we keep getting more cool stuff like video games and comics and who knows what.
This game
And
was
on
like
that note,
personally my
everyone, that's pretty
favorites.
much the main bit
I
of
believe
Godzilla
it's
news
like
that's come
they
out
came out
recently.
2014.
There's some good Jurassic World Rebirth news in the works right now, so stay tuned to the channel for that. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.
Alright, that's but basically what I was playing is that with this new console Godzilla game that they are making, I want them to like do you know how somebody like Spider-Man we could change suits. I want them to do something like that, but instead of changing suits, you get to change characters, like which design of Godzilla you want, from the very first Godzilla from 1954 or now generation of Godzilla between -1 and originally. But make sure to subscribe button, hit that like button, and I'll see you guys the next time.